Hello everybody and welcome back. Today I wanted to talk about those, I'm sure you guys have seen them, but like on TikTok and YouTube Shorts mostly, those podcasts where, when you swipe to them, you start immediately hearing like a bunch of percentages being thrown around about like how men are more likely to commit suicide and like how women are more unhappier in marriage and stuff, and all these like percentages about all these like disaffected niches of people.
99.9% of bricklayers are men. Should we have quotas for women?
We have more power than men do in every instance.
It almost seems like people are sort of competing for like tragedy instead of actually trying to fix the tragedies. Like I feel it's not really about how many more men are depressed or killing themselves over women, at least not as much. I feel like the problem is people are like being depressed and killing themselves in general, and it's not really about who's doing it. It's about just it happening, and to just like kind of throw these facts around and stuff like that doesn't really help anybody. You just keep telling people like it's happening, or you keep trying to compete for like who has the more sad, or I know it's not a word, I don't think it is at least, but who has the more sad statistic, rather than being like, here's what we need to do to actually like fix these problems. And again, it by like no means does that mean like I'm gonna take up the mantle of like responsibility to like fix all these problems now, or it doesn't mean that they have to either. I just think if you're gonna like take a stance on it and like kind of build a platform off of that, it seems sort of disingenuous to the cause to like talk about it like that, but not really, like you're not really helping though. And I just think it's gotten to a point where it's less about awareness and more about like competing for who can make the other side more like sad about the percentage they're throwing at them. I may not be phrasing that completely right, but when I see them, they're like, it's like they're trying to overwhelm like the people they're having the discussion with all these percentages about like disaffected people with whatever issues they have. Like I said, depression, and you've seen those like Jordan Peterson clips where he's like 99.9% of people are like bricklayers and all those kinds of things. And I feel like it's coming to a point where nobody's really like talking about it to bring awareness to it or to solve the problem, only just to like make one side feel worse than the other about it. And I just feel like the point, this whole like movement with like equality over everyone, or like for everyone, has quickly changed into just like trying to be right about it more than trying to fix the problem. I feel like they're just kind of distancing themselves from the message, like from the point of what all this started as from the start, which was to bring awareness to it for everyone to be equal, instead of just throwing facts at people just kind of for the sake of throwing facts at people. It was just something I was thinking about that I wanted to make a video on. So yep, that's about it. See ya.